Hey, Facebook, how are you? How you guys doing? This is Latrice, your health and wellness coach, specializing in helping you guys to become whole. I am so excited to be here with you today because I think this is a really important conversation. And here's the bottom line, guys. In my work, I help people to heal conditions of the soul. And it is absolutely so important for me. Let me adjust my camera. Okay. All right. It's so important to me that we start dealing with the root of our issues. And I'm on a personal level, as I am moving forward in helping people to process their pain, I've had to process a lot of mine. And what made me want to get on here today is to have this conversation with you about something I think is really impacting a lot of people out here, and that's mommy issues. Do you have mommy issues? Do you have mommy issues? Okay. One of the reasons why I wanted to deal with this, I just recently watched an episode of Iyanla Fix My Life. It's one of my favorite shows. I love Dr. Iyanla Vanzant, and we kind of work in the same area. Not even kind of, we do, because I focus on soul health, because soul is your inner compass. Your soul is the most important and yet unknown thing that governs your life. And what I mean unknown, meaning you may be familiar with the word soul, you may be confused about it depending on your relationship with the church. You may or may not have an understanding of it. There's a scientific understanding, there's a biblical understanding, there's a worldly understanding. What do you understand? Well, let me just explain something to you. All of your problems in life that you are going to encounter as a human being on this planet are going to be processed through the soul. So you need to know about it. And if you have any kind of mommy issues, trust me, it's impacted every important decision you're going to make. Okay. And I was looking at Iyanla Vanzant's recent episode where she was helping Lisa Ray's family. Lisa Ray McCoy, is originally from Chicago, just as I am. My father and her father at one point in time, Lisa Ray McCoy's father is deceased. They were friends. My father and her father were very good friends. So I'm familiar with him from my father's lens. And my father is in his 80s. He has Alzheimer's. And I just remember as a child, him talking about Ray at the time. Well, anyway, the reason why I wanted to have this conversation about mommy issues, because if you checked out the most recent episode, you will find that Lisa Ray's mom and her were having issues related to, her upbringing and all of that. And also it was also impacting the next generation, which is Lisa Ray's daughter. And I was looking at the screen, and that was me and my family in so many ways. And I had dealt with a lot of I dealt with a lot of pain anyway to even become a coach, right? I've studied it both from a professional standpoint of how it impacts the soul, from a mental standpoint, how it impacts the soul. I've had to process a lot of my own pain and trauma related to mommy issues, daddy issues, molestation, rape, whatever that may have been in my past life that, many women encounter, but have not been taught how to properly do so through the soul. And so as I was watching this play out, I said, you know what? There are millions of people out here who are in our community who are struggling in this area because the maternal role is so important. Ladies and gentlemen, hold it. I have to turn this speaker down. It's irritating. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. I had some background noise and it was just ruining my thought. I'm too real, right? But anyway, many people are impacted by this. And I know this because when you have mommy issues, chances are You are a hurt person that's navigating life, carrying this hurt and this pain into every other relationship that you encounter. So if you are a woman that has had mommy issues, you probably have issues of trust with other women. If you are a woman who's had mommy issues, depending on what those issues are, you don't trust yourself. You suffer from low self-esteem. If you have mommy issues, you may have problems in with a spouse, a partner, or someone romantically, with your boss if she's a woman. Who knows how it's impacting you? But just know that it is impacting you. And so as I was watching Iyanla Fix My Life, I had to go and deal with some things that I have never really was aware of, quite frankly. And I decided that I wanted to come on here and invite people who have struggled with mommy issues to listen to this message, because it could be helpful to you. And it can be both women and men, because there are a lot of people who I have dated that have had mommy issues, and it didn't work out well for us because they had mommy issues and I have had mommy issues as well. When you look at situations as carrying out in society and people ask, well, why did they do that? How did this happen? I bet you if you do a little bit of research, it's going to go back to the household who raised them, right? And there's a lot of conflicts out here because some people struggle their entire life battling these issues. Maybe you just didn't have a good enough mom. Okay, take a deep breath on that one. Maybe you didn't have a good enough mother. Maybe she did not know any better. Maybe she was traumatized. Maybe, who knows the reasons why? Maybe she was there, but she really wasn't, meaning maybe you suffer from emotional neglect. See, that was my problem. I felt very much ignored by my mother. Like, she took care of me. Obviously, I had a roof over my head, a very nice roof over my head. I had food on the table every night. I never missed a meal unless I wanted to. I had plenty of clothes. I was well taken care of, went to private school my entire life. Like, all my issues, worldly issues, were taken care of, but my emotional self was neglected. I felt shut out. Maybe your mommy issues that she treated you differently than she did your sisters or your brothers. Maybe you felt like the oops child, like you didn't belong to the family, and mom, her energy was cold towards you. Maybe she was absent or put you last, or maybe she was too hard on you. She took out her pain and trauma on you. Maybe she took out her pain and trauma on you from your father. Who knows? Maybe she didn't have a good relationship with your father, and so you had to bear the price or had to pay the price for that. Or she didn't protect you when you came to her and asked for her to protect you. I don't know what it could be. Maybe she died when you were a child and she left too soon. Maybe you never know who she was, or maybe she just didn't want to grow up. Maybe mom was stuck and you needed her to grow up for you and she didn't do it. I don't know what the mommy issue was. But if you had them, let me tell you, at the best that if you have mommy issues, here's what you're doing. You're handling it the best way you can. And so you're probably just coping. You're probably just coping with them, And the bottom line is, if you're just coping, that'll work for a little while. And this is how people cope. They ignore it. They like, you know what, forget it. That's just mama, right? That didn't mean it didn't hurt. That just means that's your coping mechanism for it. Maybe you're lying to yourself about how painful it is because you don't want to deal with it. So you're suffering quietly, or maybe you're at a point where you're tired of it, you're sick of it, but you don't know how to make your way out of it. Maybe mom is a narcissist where everything is about her. She There's no mountain high enough. There's no valley low enough. You cannot please this woman, no matter what. And she is emotionally dependent on you to meet her needs. Sometimes it can be all too much. And, I'm concerned that there are so many people out here who are suffering from past mommy issues that now they're raising kids and they're passing those on to their children, meaning they're not showing up for their parents. For their children, meaning their children are feeling emotionally neglected, maybe feeling abused verbally, mentally, emotionally. Maybe there are some young men out there who are struggling because they love their mom and their mom is doing everything she can to provide. Maybe the dad is not there. Now, mom feels like she has to be so overpowering in terms of her energy because she's trying to protect you and she doesn't know any better. I don't know what the issue is. But I know if you have some mommy issues, meaning if it ain't all peace in your soul as it relates to your mother, somebody's going to pay the price for that. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. Your kid's going to pay the price. Somebody out here in society may pay the price. There may be a man who is beating his wife because that reminds him of his mother. There are people who are emotionally injuring their children, their daughters, because of the issues that you have with your mother. And the only way we can start solving these problems is if we get real about what it's truly about. So you can ignore, you can deny, you can lie to yourself and sit quietly for just a little bit. Then you're going to reach stage 2. Stage 2 of the game is when you are sick and tired. You tired and then you sick and tired. So you start out saying, I'm so tired of this. I can't wait. I just wish. I'm sick and tired of her. She getting on my nerves. Or maybe she's not in your life, but you have this burning sensation that every time something is triggered, something reminds you of your mother. It comes up and you're like, my mother used to do that. You don't want to be like it, but you still attached to it because you her child. That's called passing on spiritual legacy. Okay, so that means we still aren't dealing with it. Okay, now this is how you know you're ready to release yourself from the mental and emotional incarceration of mommy issues. You're going to get to this point and you're going to say, I'm done with it. I'm tired and I'm done and I want to be free. And that's when you need to go ahead and reach out to me. Call me when you get there. And how you want to do that is hit the link, LatriceLevitt.com. Get you a soul massage. Okay? Because in the soul massage, I'm going to help you through my soul massages get to a place of peace. And from that peace, you're going to develop a new perspective. And all that energy that you have been burying and carrying within yourself for so long that you didn't know how to deal with. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leverage it and help you take your life to the next level. You need a soul massage. That's why I created it. And it's not for everybody because I'm not for everybody. Soul massages that's a modality that I created. That was divinely created, that I said yes to 10 years ago. And I have been using them. I've been doing them, throughout the years to really help women build a different kind of relationship with their soul and release the emotional and the mental toxins. That is a toxin that you're carrying, okay? Don't take that into 2021. Release that in 2020. Go to LatriceLevitt.com. Book your soul massage. This is what you need. You need me if you have some mommy issues. Stop living with that stuff. Love yourself enough to release it. Your mom was imperfect. If she knew better, perhaps she would have done better. Whatever the excuse, the reason, the circumstance, the situation, if it's already happened, we've already gone through that. We can't do nothing about that now, but process it properly. And that's why a soul massage is what you need, because it's going to help you to improve your energy state. It's going to give you a boost of positive energy. Baby, you need positive energy in your life. That's what you need. It's a beautiful play date that I designed for first ladies. What are first ladies? Ladies who put God first. Because if you put God first, you're doing the most. You're doing the most if you put God first. You are. And you're probably receiving the least. You might get a thank you or not. But most of the time, you are carrying the weight of the world trying to take care of everybody else. And guess where that stuff is going? In your soul. And when you start carrying that residue from others because you are doing the most all the time, that's not healthy for you. Book your soul massage today. Okay. I created a beautiful experience for you as a Christmas gift. If you book your massage and you type in the promo code BLUE, I'm going to take 25% off the price. Okay. That's for my VIP experience. And then I have the group massages where you can just do 5 for a group. Okay. Now, here's the thing about the soul massage. It's wonderful. It's a play date. It's a play date. You're going to get an assessment of, the life areas, a life areas assessment. So you can see where you are with certain areas. Outside of that, I'm also going to show you how you can take that experience with you back home so that you can truly enjoy it. But yeah, it's a beautiful play date designed to acknowledge and honor you. And I create an unconditional loving experience because what I realize is that most women don't really receive the love that they should. Oftentimes we're looking for it outside ourselves, and that love is in here. And if I can show you where it is, then it will help you to really heal in so many ways. And the soul massage experience is designed to help you do that. It's designed to help you improve your mental and emotional wellness by increasing your vibrational frequency. Honey, you need to increase your vibration. Increase your vibration, means increase your state of being. If you're depressed, if you're mad, if you're angry, if you're bitter. When I was looking at Lisa Ray's mother on Fix My Life, I was looking at a woman who had given her life to her family and look back and she's bitter about the results of it. You don't want that to be you. She probably had mommy issues too. That's probably why she was in a marriage with someone who was abusive. I have found myself in situations like that. I'm not sitting high, looking low. I'm a woman who has struggled with that as well. So I get it. Okay. But in our soul massage, I'm going to teach you how to build a healthy and loving relationship with the most important part of yourself, your soul. To remove yourself of these toxins means you're also improving your immune system. Don't you need a great immune system now in the times that we're living in? Sister, you need to know how to protect your soul. When it needs renewal, how to detox it. You need to know how to increase the positive energy in your life, how to do that in a way that you feel safe, how we create there's no judgment. And more so anything, it's an empowering experience. Okay. So if you're struggling with mommy issues and you really want to heal it, go ahead and book the soul massage. LatriceLevitt.com is where you go. I'm going to post the link. And for brothers, listen, I don't know if you have, and when I mean brothers, I mean any man. Okay, I consider myself a sister and a brother. I consider everybody as a sister or a brother of humanity. Okay, but if you're struggling with mommy issues, could you please? I encourage you start looking into that seriously, because I don't know how that's showing up for you. I don't know if that's showing up in a way that you're sabotaging relationships with women, if it has interfered with your respect level, if you look down on women, if you feel that you have a very negative view of women, then I would strongly encourage you to look at if you have issues with your mother. And if you find yourself being very angry, very bitter, violent, please see if that's related to mommy issues before you hurt yourself or hurt anybody else in the process. And I strongly encourage you, seek the counseling, seek the coaching out here, whether it's from another woman or another man. I know that in my experience, a lot of men are not always open to personal development and coaching, and that's no judgment. That has been my experience. But I will tell you, you are really blocking the greatest expression of yourself if you do not invest in not just developing your body, not just developing your bank account, not just your business. I'm talking about yourself. And I'm saying going back into some uncomfortable places that are keeping you from everything you ever wanted. That mommy issue is stealing your wife or your healthy relationship or your peace, your peace with women, with success, what have you. All of this stuff is connected. So as opposed to us running away from the shit, let's just go deal with it, process it, learn how to leverage it and make it work for you rather than work against you. And now that's how we have to handle our problems. We can't keep crying about it, running away from it, denying it, acting like it doesn't work, blaming people, being angry. Let's cut all that stuff out. We can't take these mommy issues into 2021, okay? Let's forgive it. Let's move forth. Let's grow up. Let's become better. Let's heal the toxins in our society and how we are participating in that as well when we don't deal with our stuff, okay? All right. I hope this was helpful. I love you. Have a beautiful weekend, and I'll be back soon. Go ahead, check out LatriceLovett.com. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be producing a lot of helpful content out here to help us process our pain in this area and beyond. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.